hate this new thing. Hi,
What you
everyone.
do now?
Oh, we're live.
Welcome to the show. There's a new thing on StreamYard that says, do you want local recordings? And I always try to click that off because you're already being recorded and you don't need to download it later. Anyway, sorry about that. Happy, I guess, 4th of July.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's another
Mark,
day.
it's another day. Yeah. Mark and I, and probably Diana too, don't like all the fireworks for our animals. And in my neighborhood, they shoot guns off too.
Yeah.
So yeah, not my thing. Oh, look at who's there with you, Daddy.
I peek out today.
Hi,
She's always
yeah,
behind me, but every once in a while she
yes,
peeks.
she is. She'll peek her head out. Yeah. So yes, welcome everybody. Some of you have some things to do today, and oh, that's a great one, Annie. We'll get to it. Yeah, the fireworks, they really do bother, and they bother veterans as well, and people with PTSD. So I just kind of, so anyway, we thought we could.
It's at a thing, like we go there
Right,
and there's
at a venue. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, at a
I
venue.
just like every neighbor, every person just shooting off everything that sounds like a gun they can find. It's stupid, and it goes on for days. It's not just today. It started last night. It'll be tomorrow. It's exhausting.
Okay, so Debbie Diamond made a helpful, soothing video for animals on Annie's community page. Well, that's wonderful. She's coming on the show tomorrow. Oh yeah, what it does to wildlife. You're so right, Sally.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it's awful. So thanks to everybody for spending a little bit of your holiday with us. There's Denise is here and Annie Bear, and Annie Bear's having a family party today. Ness is here, and happy belated birthday. We're going to read for you later. And Randy, and let's see who else is here this morning. Sonia's here, Heavenly Blessed Honey. And I thought I saw Warrior Girl, Vicki Howell, Lori Hunsinger, Liz Reeves, Oil Painter, Karen Robinson. I Dissent. I love that. Good for you. I Dissent as well. Warrior Girl, I did see you. And you're Randy, you're celebrating your independence from 3D. God bless you, girl. Good for you. Hi, Jane Plinkington. Yeah.
May the
all right, Karen Robinson. Hi, Amanda, Tropical Empress. And yes, happy birthday to Ness for yesterday. Hi, Lalima. Nice to see you too. Thanks, everybody. I wanted to make sure that you knew that we were just at a different time today because we got some things to do with our own lives. So Jeannie 123, you're from Canada. Well, happy belated Canada Day. Hi, Sherry Laidler and Carolyn Peter and Antonio Booker. Love Bug Blues.
Blues. I love that name.
Love Bug Blues. Isn't that cute? Yeah. That reminds me of Diana's punch buggy.
Exactly.
Yeah, she used to have a little Volkswagen, and we always think of it as a love bug too, right?
Yeah, it had a 1940 Ford front end, fiberglass front end on it. It was so cool.
Oh, I bet it was.
Yeah. And it was blue.
It was blue. Yeah. So I wanted to just have Mark and Diana respond as well, and then we'll start doing your readings for you. So Mark got this energy as well, and so did Pam Drinnan on my show the other day, and Diana felt it too during the now I don't know what the word is. Jesus Christ. When they were talking, Biden and Trump. Debate. Thank you so much. Now somebody's got me wrapped up. Some days, yeah, I know.
That's okay.
During the debate, Mark gets a hit from his guides that there was something being done to Joe, some kind of thing going on in the background. And we discussed the fact that there was a Russian plane on the tarmac sitting beside Trump's plane. And on the other side, wasn't there a Saudi plane as well?
Yes, the Emirates plane was there
Emirates.
too. So it was Trump and Putin, and it's like they were all squished in together to
All
keep
squished in
each other
together.
locked together. You know, their wings were like, it was, the whole thing was the configuration of like looking at the Three of Pentacles.
Oh my word. Well, that's what it is too, isn't it? Let's pool all our money together. Anyway, I'm
Yep.
going to let Mark say what he thought, and then I'll let you know what Pam. Go ahead, Mark.
Right. Well, I got sort of a, the thing was, after the debate, I was like, what the frick happened? Because, we've been reading on it and everything. And I go, why was the reading so off? Because it isn't normally like that. Spirit and the cards don't go, ha ha, fooled you with me ever. They don't really do that in all these years.
Right.
I was like, how? And plus, I wasn't just off, but so many of my fellow readers, it looked like that was the way it was going to go exactly. And I go, what was it? And they began to try to explain to me. And they started out with that there was some free will choice that mixed in there, that it was meant to be a much bigger win. Now, Biden was still able to get his message through. If you just read the transcript, like his words got through there, but you couldn't, it was hard to listen to them. But anyway, and then they told me there was a psychic attack that happened. Now, whatever, and they don't really talk to me about that much. Ever.
I know, and I don't really buy into that a lot either, Mark.
Yeah. I was like, what? It's so weird. But it just stuck in my craw and I couldn't let it go. So then I kept going back. What do you mean? And I read the cards and they just, it was like mental energy pushing him into the ground and surround. It was like a Nine of Swords, all these swords, like just
and
swords.
binding,
and just directed right at him. And then it just seemed like there were actual people, like psychics. And then it became clear, because after so many of my commenters came on, that, Trump is too stupid to know how to do that or anything. But, who isn't is Putin. And Russians have been studying that forever and ever, as we know. And they have like a whole division of like UFO studies, any kind of telekinesis, all that kind of stuff. And then I got, and it's, I don't know that I'd be surprised if they weren't on that plane doing hanky-panky,
doing their
the
voodoo
thing.
shit. Yeah, absolutely.
And it's one of those weird things that you can't really prove it unless somebody comes clean or confesses. But they just won't let it go with me in my brain. Like, Mark, I was saying that they came back to me and said, we said what we said. It's kind of like when I was going, did I misunderstand or am I misinterpreting? No, Mark, we said what we said.
We said what we said. Yeah.
That's what it
No, I know, Lori, that it's not that I don't buy into the fact that you couldn't have a psychic attack, but it isn't something I sort of dwell on. I try to keep myself protected. But Liz, we need to protect Biden. So we need to put the shields up for him, us psychics and us light workers, so that when he goes out there again, he's going to, and I can't figure out what happened with Trump's brain, because he seemed to be calm and everything. So he must have had a huge dose of something.
Exactly.
He did. Yeah, he did. Anyway,
well,
they were in Atlanta, right, Jane?
He was also aware that they were going to be messing with him. And I think he could see that Joe was all confused acting and everything. I think he was aware, let's see how this works.
That's how, and he loved it. And he loved it. Yeah, he did. Carolyn thought it had something to do with AI, which that's very possible as well, Carolyn. I totally know that AI for bad is going to be used it is already used. It is already used. You can disguise people's voices. You can have people talking and they look like they're really talking and it's their face and everything. And it isn't them. So, just very strange. Well, thank you very much for sharing that, Mark, because I think it was important to just say that. And I will say on Monday, was it Monday? I had on Pam Drinnan, who does the energy clearing and so on and so forth. And she said when she was watching it, she said she felt an entity around him that was, and his legs and body were chained. And that's the 9 you're talking about, isn't it? Where there's a rope around. Yeah.
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 Yes. And I got that actual card when I was doing the reading on that, being tied up with the mental swords, holding him in place. It's really interesting. And then what even convinced me further, I trust in spirit and what they give me.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
That's not a usual thing that we talk about. I know that exists. I know the people that do it, but I don't associate probably too much, so they don't talk to me about it much. But that evening when it was over, when he was back out in the world, and the next morning in North Carolina, he was the old actual, just like his normal self. And then some, like the one that's going to beat the heck out of. And so, that's such a dramatic night and day. It was already dramatic.
It is.
Later that evening. So he got away from the energy. So I don't know, guys. It's something to think about.
It is something to think about. And something we need to think about if he's going to debate him again. As the whole group of us need to put bubbles all around him and light and light up his, because some of the time he almost looked like a zombie. If you've watched him, he had blank stare a lot of times. And that really bothered me. And Keith had gone to the grocery store and he wasn't here. And I'm watching it and I'm like, am I really seeing this? Can I come home? I need you to watch this with me. And it really freaked me out. It freaked me out.
I know, me too. When I was describing it, I said, did you ever see one of those old movies about the voodoo doll? And they sit the bed, and then you see the person kind of like they just have this blank sort of. I go, it reminded me of that, like a zombified sort of energy that you were fighting inwardly, but it just it was like that thing around. I don't know. Very.
Yeah. No, I totally get it.
Well, as a spellcaster, absolutely.
Yeah.
I do not doubt it for 1 minute. As someone who knows how to channel energy, which we all do, and most of everybody in the chat as well.
Yeah.
You can channel it and use it in different directions. And don't put it beyond them to use it to someone's demise, rather than to use it to support Trump and make.
There are people that do it for good, and there are people that don't. Yep.
Because the looking bad
we can counteract that.
Well, and it certainly could come from AI, but they also had control of the camera and the microphone. And they did their part to make damn sure that he looked bad. Now, I don't remember that woman's name. At least there were several times where she called him Mr. Trump instead of president. That made me
Dana
feel
Bash.
better.
Yeah.
That made me feel better. But the planes looking like the 3 of coins.
Yeah.
When they were together, the Arabic also were great astrologers and great magicians.
Yeah.
And they all have that power. Doesn't go away. Now, Joe, Catholic, rosary after rosary, the night before, the morning of, but he also had too many people talking to him. Coaching
well, he
him.
did. And the other one, he just had a litany of lies. And my feeling was he was that gish-gashed. The gish. And it was like, what do you address in 60 seconds from a whole bunch of lies that come out?
And no answers. He never answered a question except to say, if it's fair and free.
I know.
Well, that means it's left up to your interpretation. And we know what that means. You're an idiot.
That's right. The fact that CNN agreed no fact checking and let him rant. Absolutely. And then, yes, Biden did meet with 20 governors and they came out saying everybody actually is saying they're backing Biden, but the Russian bots are saying, he's going to leave and they're making a plan. And no, they aren't.
I saw that. No, he's not leaving. He's all in. He's
all
got
in.
a big black and white message.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll move on because this isn't a political show, but I thought it was a kind of an important share. So thank you, Mark and Diana. That was great. I appreciate it. All right, so it was Nessa's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, my girl.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, some highs and lows. She'd love a message. Okay, we can do that, Ness.
July 3rd.
Mm-hmm. Annie, I'm going to do yours next, okay? Okay, Ness, I pulled 3 cards from a new deck that I have. The first card I get is, in this lifetime, you're blessed with being able to recognize and reconnect with souls that will catalyze your spiritual awakening. So you're right here with us and all the other channels you follow as part of our soul tribe. And this is where you were meant to be. We can give you some hope, some inspiration, some kindness and compassion. And you also do the same for us. The second one I get is, be sure to recognize and decipher signs and synchronicities that will help guide, support, and enlighten you. And I think you're already doing that. You have things that light up for you, that tell you things. Keep doing it this year, it says. And finally, it says you are a healer. Realize that the adversity you experienced in life was only to awaken your healing potential so that you can help other people in their time of need. In your case, your healing also comes through your writing. So it heals you as you write, and it heals those who read it as they read. Happy birthday, girl. Diana?
Okay. Something is zapping your energy. We have the 7 of Swords. Whoop. Where's that card going? Right? So there is something that is zapping your energy. In order to keep moving forward as you are, you need to nurture yourself. Treat yourself like you're the little baby in your pouch there. Kangaroo represents that there is only ever to be forward movement. They cannot hop backwards. They have to turn their whole body around if they want to go back to where they came from. And then they're in a different spot. Even if it's right next to where it was, it's a different spot. And to goes along with the first card that you pulled, Allie, we have life everlasting. So the secret to longevity and stamina is stay away from those who zap your energy and nurture yourself when you've encountered them and it can't be helped.
All right. Mark?
Okay. Ness, I hear, first of all, birthday time and everything, that Spirit wants to remind you that they have your back. A lot of times I'll substitute love for God. It's sort of the same thing. But anyway, 9 of Cups. Sometimes this card is like, you're so self-satisfied with yourself, but that's not really you. This is saying you could be, because you have that much support behind you. And, there's a lot of cups, a lot of love your way. Now, having said that, I think you might have been feeling a little bit overwhelmed or tired, or, I feel that way just about what's going on with the United States. It actually takes a toll on me.
It does on
all
me.
of us, smart.
I don't know.
All of us.
If I care too much or what, but I mean, I have to just sit down and regroup, because it just kills my soul. I can't stand it. So a little bit of that going on, maybe, with you feeling a little beaten up, but a soldier of the light, of truth, of justice, of spirit, you are, but you're feeling a little beaten up, kind of like I'm feeling. Yep. But regroup with your guides. This is the 3 of Pentacles, but sit down, know that you got your guides with you, regroup, and then you're off and running again. Knight of Wands. So
awesome.
What I'm getting from all that is, here it is, your birthday. Take a little break, celebrate yourself. I know it was yesterday, but you can do it today too. Take a little good care of yourself, relax, do something fun. Then we'll get back together and move forward again. So it's sort of like it's okay if you take a break for a couple days.
That's great. Thank you, Ness. I hope you have a fantastic year ahead of you. So I'll tell you who I've got on my list. I've got Annie Bear, Lalima, I Dissent, Love Always Wins, Lisa Foster, Carolyn. I did answer you. She wanted to know if I would bring her back on the Dream Show. We've just been waiting for you to get better. That's all. So you're in, girlfriend. Liz Reeves, Lottie, Carl. Let's see. And Scarlett, I need you to put in your dad's first name, your sister's first name. So we will be able to answer that for you. Carl, I got your question. Denise Fletcher. So we've got enough for right this minute. Yeah, I got it in Scarlett, but I need you to give me first names. Let's see. Oh, Leah. Okay, you have a cat question. Levita. Okay, no more questions, everybody. I've got plenty. So, moderators, if you could just put up that we're done taking questions at this point. I've got whoever is here. Diana, America is 248 years old today. Any astrological messages for Earth? So I'm going to say that maybe from you, and from Mark and I, maybe a message from your guides, Mark, or from mine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Yes, it's time to readdress what no longer serves our purpose right now. We're in this stalemate of time, and Mother Earth is well aware of this, as she is all of the universe as well, that we have so many challenges come our way. It is a position where there is no forward movement at this point, and we cannot go back. It's not a stalemate, but the sun rules right now. And so it is all up to her. Is she boiling the water? Is she flooding the water? Yes. Beryl is breaking down on Cozumel as we speak. You know, it's she wants us to step back, take a deep breath, and assess the situation. Become the architect of the new vision you hold. The challenge is in the energies that don't believe, that prefer dystopia.
Wow. Beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm being told that everybody, we should live in the present, of course, because this is all there is for us, really. But we also need to look at the big picture. When we become focused on something very narrow, 248 years has gone by, and 248 years are ahead or more, or whatever it is. But we have to focus on the big picture. And the big picture is we can't let things end up like the Romans and the others who, after 250 years, had a group. I think we're being tested here. And all of us can make a difference with our thoughts. I'm not saying thoughts and prayers, because we hear that all the time, but our thoughts, if we're called to do something that maybe protest or write a letter or do something, action, take some kind of action, whatever it is. Don't put yourself in danger, but take action. We need to look at the big picture. Also, we need to hold fierce compassion for ourselves and those around us, especially in light of psychic attacks that could be possibly happening. And finally, take courage, everyone. I love these cards because they're all the things we need to do. We need to take courage. We need to remember that we are lions and lionesses, and we are courage. So,
love it.
Love it.
That cool blue heart that was in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice card.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday, America. I'm a little upset because it feels a little hypocritical because of all the creepy stuff that's going on, but I still love you, America. So this is her all dressed up as the Queen of Wands, because moving forward, this is what we're already experiencing, but letting spirit, our spiritual aspect, that part of us which is spirit, leading the way, being the foundation of our being here on earth. And she's talking about how, in a way, that's what's being born. You know, I always hear that second coming, but it's coming within each of us. And that's kind of this, for me, whenever I get wands, it's always about the spirit body, even more so than other things. But it's passionate energy. Look at that bright sun behind her, shining through all those flowers, growth, blooming, blossoming. Now, not only is that what's happening in America, it's happening all over the world, that same energy, that being led by spirit. I know it kind of sounds hokey, or love leading the way, but hokey or not, that's the thing. And that's what we're going to be doing. We're warriors in a way. We're helping to bring this energy in. Here again, 9 of Wands, all this energy. We have to be willing to step forward. Kind of what Allie was saying, you know, if we have to go out and do a rally or whatever, be willing to step out in front on behalf of spirit, love, life. And so she's kind of agreeing with that, really what both of you said. And then again, you know, I got so wands, Ace of Wands.
Wow.
Because she's going back to America and saying, America is the leader of this energy on the earth and has been since 248 years ago. And we're not stopping now.
Yep.
It's time to reclaim that. We lead it for the earth.
Yeah.
And other countries go, yeah, we want to do like that. So what the heck? She's talking about that America leads the way in many ways for the world. It doesn't mean they're better or worse, but it means it's part of America's mission, duty, purpose. I get that, you know, like the way we come with purpose, it's that too. But that, and then just one final Ace of Swords, truth, justice.
And the American way.
You know, it was just burning to come out, Allie. I'm going, oh, I can't get that hokey. But yeah, it was.
That was so perfect with what Gaia's talking about in this T-square. Because right now the sun is leading the way. The nodes are nothing but they're important, but they're points in the sky. And so we don't give them an orb, but we give the sun a 10-degree orb. And she says, no, there's no forward movement yet, but you ain't going back. We have to establish ourselves right at this pinnacle right now.
Yep.
And that's exactly what you were saying, Mark.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Oh, Mark, it was beautiful. Thank you, honey. I
loved it.
All those wands, and then that big old truth and justice card at the end.
Right? Able to leap tall buildings in a single
I love it. Anyway.
Oh. Okay. Thank you, dear. So I want to say that the other day, Sonia's daughter had a stroke at 41. And so we were praying for her, and she was thanking everybody for the prayer. And I want to make sure that we continue to work with her. And so they did something to her in surgery that infected her, but she'll be there a while. We're still going to send a lot of love to her, sweetheart. So please know that she is in our circle of love. Yeah. And healing.
Definitely.
Yep. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. I don't know if we can continue. That was kind of like the finale, but anyway.
That was exciting. It made me kind of want to celebrate. It made me want to celebrate the 4th again. All of a sudden, I'm going, okay.
We'll let you do all the talking, baby.
That's right. What is that Mark doing? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Oh
right.
my God. All right. Okay. As predicted in her last read, Lalima says she has 2 offers, one from Messina and one from MRR Hospital. Could I get a reading on which one to go for? All right, I'm just going to pull 2 cards, and I'm going to see if I have a yes, no for what I get for each one. That's what you guys can do what you choose.
Yeah. I remember that other reading where it seemed like there was going to be another offer or something.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
No pendulum, and I took my copy in the other room. So, let's say
that's the Messina, and this one is MRR. Oh boy. All right. So let's see. I got a yes on that one, and I got a yes on there. I got 2 yes cards. It looks like it's going to be between what the energies are at the hospitals. It looks like both to me that both of them would be okay for you. But the first one, which is Messina, I pulled the Hierophant. And I'm feeling like there's going to be a more traditional way of medicine and a more traditional hospital there. You might like it there, but there might be people that aren't very open-minded about new techniques or new things that you may want to bring in. Or maybe you're really happy working with the older energies of medicine. The second one is the Lovers. The Lovers, it's a yes card. And this one says that you might combine and have collaborations with people. So I'm wondering if you would get along better with the people at the MRR hospital, because you maybe eventually will continue to work with them and they'll refer you, you'll refer them back, for being, I know she's a doctor, so that, like I'll make a referral to this doctor and they'll make a referral to you. So again, I don't think either one, I think you could try either one, but that's what I get. And I don't know what the others got. So I'll let them talk.
Funny you had picked Messina to call first, because that's what I did too.
Okay.
And I got a Chariot. It seems this is not necessarily you jumping into this one. What I think is that they have a very active emergency room at that place. And so it's very busy, and emergency rooms are, triage, pack them up and get them out. And so that would be old style, right? And then for MRR, I got, wait for the ship, making a choice. The 2 of Wands, you had the Lovers. So more collaboration. People slower pace.
Interesting.
A different pace.
Okay.
So yes, either one would be a good fit. What do you like, the strong activity of the ER, or do you like the collaboration?
Wow.
Which one was the second offer? Do we know?
Yeah, it's MRR Hospital.
That was the second offer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was, but then I wanted to double check because I couldn't remember.
Yep. Sure.
I get more energy towards that one.
Yeah.
Like the first thing I heard was it's the second offer, and I thought it was that one, but then I did my pendulum and I got a no for the first one, a yes for the second one. So there's that. I think kind of like what these 2 are saying, it's not as, the energy's a little more calm and not as, this is the 4 of Swords. It's not as like wild, and I don't know. I feel like it's a better fit because with this you get the 6 of Wands. I feel like you're more welcomed there. You feel more at home there. And in the end, 10 of Cups, it's just you get more back there. So, kind of feel with your heart what resonates with you more. But just from here today, it feels like that second one might be more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The bottom of the deck for MRR is the Six of Wands, which you had gotten.
Yeah.
And then the bottom of the deck for Messina is something different, a new beginning by going there, right? Leap of faith, or is it going to be like, why did I choose this one? So it's still up to you, my dear. But
yeah, it is up to you. Make sure that you it's your happiness. Yeah. Yep. Very cool. Good luck to you, my dear. Yeah.
I love that there were 2 offers, like you had said before.
Yes. Yeah.
And so I know they were kind of like, wait for that other one, wait for that. So
yeah. Awesome.
Oh, Liz. Okay, bye, Liz. Liz says she has to go.
Yeah, I took her off the list. Yeah.
Bye. Thanks for being here.
So I Descent says a general reading from my guides. I love the picture. Wow, that's a kitty cat under the moon? Looks like.
Yeah, I know, it's so pretty. It is a kitty cat, little black cat.
Mm-hmm. So bear with me. I just have started working with the tarot, and I'm using Deborah's Zakos tarot, and I feel really connected to it. So, I'm working with it. It isn't my normal because I usually pick oracles. But what I have first for you is like, wow, I got the 9 of Cups. Woohoo! It's sort of like an overwhelming, wonderful thing. So the reason I'm going to say this is because of the next card, but I think it has more to do with love and contentment and things like that, because I get the King of Wands next. So I'm thinking love and contentment with the King of Wands. I don't know if that's your husband or that's somebody you're wanting to see or whatever, but an affectionate, passionate man. So maybe it isn't even. Maybe it's just somebody that you know that's affectionate and passionate. And then I get the World. Wow. I mean, this person means the world to you. It's a mature, fulfilling relationship. So if it isn't a relationship issue, I don't know. It could be a money thing. It could be that, things work out for you really well and that, you have enough money to enjoy whatever you need to do. Okay, Diana.
Well, first they were showing me a roan colored horse, but a stocky horse like a Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
Robust, able to do the job, pull the plow if he had to. And there's some hard work coming your way soon, or you're in the throngs of this hard work right now. But there's going to be great rewards and choices in this, as you have the 7 of Cups here. And then you have the 4 of Pentacles. So they're also saying reserve some of your energy, stay grounded, keep yourself in a place. My camera drives me nuts. Keep yourself in a place where you're well rested but ready to go at any minute, because that's what the horse is all about. That's horsepower,
Mm-hmm.
You can run 33 miles an hour for about 6 hours, but then he's got to rest.
Oop.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you're like currently you've been looking at things from a whole different perspective. Ground more lately. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And feeling something needs to change a little bit. So probably just the perspective. I got the Hangman, but I got it twice because I switched decks. Wow. The second one, though, he's right side up. So, it's temporary. You're kind of coming out of that, looking at things from a different perspective, seeing how I might approach some things a little bit differently. It's not that you're not happy with where you are, because I think you are. Nine of Cups, you're pretty satisfied and things are okay. It's not like that, but it's more like Spirit is knocking on your door and asking you to open it, and let's go farther with our relationship. Now, I know you already have a relationship, but it feels like it's been pushing you a little bit, and you're kind of going, I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if that's good for me. Four of Cups. But it keeps knocking on the door. It keeps bugging you a little bit about it. You've been thinking about what is my purpose? Here's the star card. Why am I here? And learning that and figuring that out for yourself. And so if the universe hasn't been urging you into some action that you've been resisting, it's going to. It's coming next. And it says it leads to a whole, here's the Wheel of Fortune. It brings, new luck, new fortune. It's a good direction. Take the step, the leap. Mm-hmm. It's something very, so, it's like a big change in your life. Like there's a relationship, and you said you're single and happy, but, or a job or something like that. It's a big, let's start new. Okay. There you go.
Yeah. Yep. No, I, if I'm thinking back on the cards, of course, it could be just exactly what you're saying. Taking the time to assess something or work with something in order that the world is in front of you and the world can give you what your whole world is open to you. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
You know what, Mark? I had started out with that deck and I had gotten the Four of Cups and I went, that doesn't feel right with this horse that you're showing. So I put that deck aside and then, but when I did, I flipped it over, right? And on the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune.
I got two of those cards. That's so funny.
I know. Yeah. And I put that deck aside.
I know, because when you said, I said, I'm going to get out my deck like that. Because I have that one too. And I love it that our little Missy over there's wading into the waters of the tarot cards.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be great.
I'm only doing upright right now. So that's where I'm going. Two things. The first thing is, please send love and best outcome to Andrea 54 Hector, her daughter, and her need to find a place to live because she is getting evicted. And of course, we send most beneficial outcome to you and our love and prayers for that. I'm sorry that you're going through that. And also to Bora Bora Janet. Just lost her sister. It was Marie passed away, and it was sudden. Much love and prayer to you as well, Janet. And I'm sorry that Marie has transitioned. The fact that we know she's probably in a better place is the only thing that makes me feel. I don't want to say happy or anything, but what I'm saying is that she is in a better place, and that's always, to me, is helpful to know that. So. Much love to you, and I'm so sorry for your loss, my dear.
Me too.
Okay, so we got love always wins. These are great messages to be giving ourselves, aren't they?
Yeah.
Guidance from angels or guides. You're okay. We'll do it.
I don't know. I feel like there's help on the way for the people that got evicted.
Okay, great.
I don't think the universe wants you to be on the street. I feel like there's some help on the way. Anyway.
No.
I know she didn't ask it, but anyway. Okay, guides, angels and guides.
Right. Ooh-wee. Oh, wow. So for you, I'm pulling, oh my word, I'm pulling angel cards. And who do I get? But I get Archangel Michael twice, and I get Mother Mary in the middle. So Michael says, live with passion. Mother Mary says, take time to have self-love. Very, very important, my dear. And then Archangel Michael says, open your heart. So if you live with passion and love yourself and then open up your heart, you'll be a conduit of light for others. So, yeah, Michael's ready and standing ready, and so is Mother Mary. Wow,
Yes.
that was very strong. Wow.
Very strong. And I had a vision of Archangel Michael brandishing his sword.
Oh.
So I switched over to the blue oracle deck, and I got protection for you. There it is. And you'll never guess. Mother Mary.
Mother Mary.
And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the sacred earth. So stay grounded and get out there in Mother Nature and commune and listen to your guides. It's easier to hear them when you take a moment, excuse me, and stroll through the earth.
Wow.
I love it.
How beautiful. Yeah.
Boy, the Hangman just keeps jumping out. Now, I did 2 decks and it came out twice again. What the? But it's talking about, I know, it's talking about, a little guidance as we move forward. And it feels like July, it's going to shift again in August. But there'll be these times when it just feels like there's nothing to do. We just have to breathe.
We have to wait. That's what Diana said too. Astrologically.
Yeah. You just have to pause and wait. And it's not, don't worry about it. It's natural. It's the time. It's better to not just run about all half cocked trying to do something when you're better off just sitting down on the couch. So I get that again. Also, I get the Knight of Pentacles. And again, it's that knight stopping and look, he's not moving. He's going to pause for a minute and rest and look. So a lot of the old pause, look from a different perspective, but don't worry about it. Because sometimes we think, oh, I feel like I lost connection or something, or I should be doing it. No, just chill for a minute. Because we still get this Queen of Cups overall, and that's for you too. Love always wins. That's kind of like your name there, the Queen of Cups. And you're still right on track with that. You're right in tune with that. But don't worry too much if you take a nap.
Can I too, Mark? Yeah, no, we're really in this astrological space that is like we can't move forward and you can't move backwards. We're just stuck, sort of. What is that old song, "Stuck in the Middle with You"?
Stuck in the middle with you.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
Well, I don't know why I came here tonight.
Now I've
got the feeling that something ain't right.
The Hangman in four different decks. What the?
I know.
Very
you know
weird.
what? That song was popular when Mark and I were seniors in high school.
Yeah. Well, I was already like 25 years old, you guys.
That's okay. Age is nothing. Age is nothing.
I was tending bar. Dancing to that song.
There you go. So Lisa wonders if she can please get a message from her guides. Sure, Lisa. Just so everybody knows, I get Lottie and Scarlett, Carl, Leah, Lavita, in that order. All right.
Lisa Foster. That's it for my guides.
Where is it? So they're showing me a nice white picket fence with, beautiful lush garden shrubberies, flowers, and a grapevine orchard behind it. An orchard behind it. And the card I got was the road to Shambhala.
Mm.
Do you prefer red or white? That's what I want to know. So finding your own peace. And then I got, sad squirrel. That is the way to get rid of the energy that's around you that you are not in tune with, that you don't like. Right? I've never gotten that card before. Well, there is some sort of a burden that you're carrying. Maybe you fear the harvest of those grapes, but you get to reap the rewards. So there is a task coming up for you. Stay calm, stay in a place, and then you'll be able to get through it. Yes, the world is at the bottom of the deck.
Wow. Okay.
And success is coming. Oh, yeah, don't forget, we got that Shambhala card, too.
That's right. So, Lisa, I get that you are a star seed and you possess special, unusual, and supernatural traits or abilities that help you with your life's mission. I see that because I see either you finding cats or cats finding you. I've never seen anybody that finds more cats in my life than she does. So I think that you have some kind of a supernatural attraction to this ability. Some of the information comes through also from your ancestors' knowledge and wisdom. And they say, turn to them to get the answers to where you want to be in the world. I know you're feeling sort of stuck, like Mark said. It's the energy. It's everybody. It's the energy, really, for everyone. But also, if you're looking at something that you may want to do or a direction you want to go in, shamanism looks like it would work out well for you, according to this card.
Oh, what a beautiful card.
Yeah, it is a beautiful card. And it says, discover the power within you and call upon the universal forces of the spirit world to open your life to natural healing. So I don't know if there's somebody around you that you can get some wisdom from that is a shaman, or you can just, you're feeling stuck. I totally get it. Mark?
Hi, Lisa. I feel like, I relate, and so I know, but that you're in a little bit of a battle with the universe. And I'm laughing, not because it's funny, but I understand that. It's like, how come it seems like my prayers aren't answered in a way, or they're not answered in a way that feels like it suits me or something? Being a little at odds with it, or feeling like I'm off the mark, or I'm somehow I should be creating a bigger change, kind of. And it feels like I'm stuck. It's like I see all this wonderful stuff, but I can't quite get there. Look, there's the party, there's the fair, there's the 10 of cups, but I'm still a little over here, and there it is over there. And it doesn't feel just or fair because I work really hard. I'm kind of never stop working, the 8 of Pentacles. I'm in those Pentacles, I work to help the earth, the animal kingdom. I work hard, but on some level, I don't feel like, it's appreciated as much as it could be.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, well, that all sounds terrific. But no, here's the 2 of Cups, that the universe is very aware of all that you do, and it does work with you. You kind of made this agreement like Allie's talking about, what did you didn't say she was cursed, but like
Oh no.
no, like
No.
where the cats just come to you, or like it's
Oh
that
right, yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of thing.
She's
It's like there was,
supernatural. She
yeah,
attracts them. Yeah,
exactly. There's an agreement to that. This Two of
yeah.
Cups, that you would reach out and assist them if they came. You are King of Wands. You are doing great spiritual work. So stop doubting it. Uh, yeah, I know, sweetie. I feel all those things you're saying. So
Mm-hmm. I think it's the energy of the times, Lisa, honestly.
that is,
And
It
I'm
is.
not poo-pooing your feelings. I don't want you to think I'm not,
no,
that I
No,
don't understand. Yeah, because they're your feelings and you're entitled to them. But I have this, I suffer with this feeling of not being enough every day.
yeah.
And, yeah,
And
it's
so that's
an
always a great time for me just to sit down and be quiet and imagine
yeah.
that me and God are one and the same. And just think about that for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Especially if I don't feel like I know what to do and how to do it. Yeah.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good way just to
Yeah.
use your energy. And then a lot of times after that, I'll do some kind of craft, some kind of little project that doesn't seem to mean anything, but I'm using my hands to create form of some sort, and to be creative.
Uh-huh.
And that helps me too. It takes me out of my mind and puts me into like action, a little bit more action. Yeah, so alone all the time. Yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry, dear.
Kind of one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an awful feeling. And even though I've got somebody living with me, I've felt the same way, believe it or not, because there's a problem with his health. And so I've lost that sort of connection. And, honey, much love to you. We all send most beneficial outcome. I know you need the funds. You're running low on money. I want to say want to send love for the abundance of the universe to you, and be willing to accept that abundance. And yeah,
Right.
much love.
And the universe hasn't forgot you. You get the Ace of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
That's coming. That's what's ahead of you. Yeah.
Right. Even though the Ten of Wands was there for the burden, once this chore is behind you,
Yeah.
and everything can be a chore, right? Right now, I'm raising alcoholic fruit flies because that seems to be the only way to get rid of them. But I don't know if they're just falling in the vat and drinking it and getting back to life, or.
Oh wow, that's strange.
It is strange. It's like, where the hell did these guys come from? It's a burden to have fruit flies. I've never had them here before. What the?
Yeah.
But I guess it's better than wasps.
Definitely. So
I can just say, oh, look at the elementals flying around me.
So Lottie would like a message, please, from her guides.
Lottie B. Lottie B.
Lottie.
Oh wow. All right. So what I first get from you is they're asking you to have faith and trust the Creator beyond the limits of what you think is possible. If you believe in things, that all things are possible, you will have the unseen can become seen. The thing that you want to know will come to you, but you have to believe that it's possible. The second thing I get is clairtangency. It says you have a natural ability to know meaningful and pertinent information when you touch things or people. So it's there's another word for it, and I can't think of it, but clairtangency means, like when you're feeling the vibrations of people's jewelry or people's, they're something that they've worn or something like that.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah. Yep. Finally, I get a messenger. You receive messages from the universe and distill them into messages that can be received from those who will benefit. So when you talk to people, they listen, and you may not think that they hear you, but they do. Because later on, you're going to hear, remember when you told me such and such? Oh, I really thought that was important. And where you're like, really? You have that gift. You definitely have that gift, Lottie. Yeah.
I got.
Who's next?
Oh.
I can go if you're okay.
Okay. Yep.
I got it all wrapped up. It might have been a little chaotic getting there, but it's all wrapped up. So something that has been troubling you, because the next card I got was the 10 of Wands, has come to an end.
Mm-hmm.
It's about time to go into the celebration. Yay, it's over with. And look, it was a success after all, because it also is the Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, whatever that burden was, or the chore, because he does seem to be balancing those sticks, keeping them together regardless of the weight. Whatever it is has come to an end for you, and you're going to be able to move on successfully.
Oh, yeah. She said she just started doing more readings starting this week. So there you go. And thank you, Leah. Yes, it is touch. It is, you put the word up there, but I don't know. It says transtangency. Psychometry. That's the other word. Thank you.
Viviane.
Psychometry, I think is what. Yeah. Lottie, first of all, just kind of an out of left field question. You haven't lost a family member, have you, recently? Doesn't have to be real close, but I'm just wondering about that. Other than that, they're encouraging you to keep meditating. Here's the Queen of Cups. So that's probably why you've decided to do readings again. Keep your connection to, love, kind of the divine feminine in a way here with the Queen of Cups. But they weren't going to let me do a reading without the Hangman. So the Hangman, here's the fifth Hangman card today. What the?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
I know.
Wow.
So this is beginning to be about all of us. Oh, now it's starting to rain outside. This is a group reading, guys, because it just keeps coming up.
Yeah.
And we're all experiencing it in one way or another. It's so funny because when I did my last political reading video, one of my questions was, why does it feel like we just get hit with a loss after loss after loss? Could we get a win for a change? We being, light workers and stuff.
Right.
Like maybe the blue team gets a win, and instead of just in this hangman position, we just got to sit and watch this loss after loss. I was a little PO'd, but it is that energy. So they're kind of talking about that question too and reading with you. So it applies to us individually, small picture, but it's a big picture thing going on. So here's this hangman. We're in this little bit of a pause. Oh, that's what it is.
There wasn't anyone recently. It might be her mom. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Right.
Because she was also talking to me about that Queen of Cups. So I think she was sending you a greeting because it was upside down death and the Queen of Cups. So I was thinking, it's a relative or somebody that was death. So that's what that was. Because the death wasn't about you. It was about somebody else. So I didn't want to put the death up unless you told me there was somebody else. Anyway, and death isn't always just, you know what I mean. Right. But so beyond that hangman energy, which we're all going through a little bit, I love that you're coming out of it and starting to do more. But the energy behind that is the Four of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a positive energy at home, feeling more uplifted. You know, a lot of spiritual energy coming through, a reason to like kind of get up and dance and sing and have a good time. Page of Pentacles, you know, new inspiration coming through. And they also give me the Three of Wands. I'm getting so many wands today too. You know, and this is a lot of times waiting for the ship to come in. But this is like the ship's coming in. You're here to greet them. But I feel like Spirit's trying to get across that, yeah, don't worry, guys. Don't lose faith just because it feels like a really low dip. The ship is coming in.
Yep.
Don't just go home. It's you know, it's still moving the way we told you it was moving, even though, you know, I heard today too before we started, we're in a time when you can't believe everything you see with your physical eyes, even though if it's plain as day. Right. You have to almost depend more on your inner eye on some things to get the real truth about what's going on here. And so it can look really wonky with the eyes, but you have to look within to see that's just it's a false picture being sometimes deliberately put to fool you. But anyway, shut up, Mark.
Shut up. Thank you, Lottie. Much love to you, my dear. All right, we have our friend Carl here wondering, will my friend Hazel and Mitch be successful to bring me next week? Oh, bring you money next week. They've been working on a site and they told me they've got it, but need to arrange security and do some rituals for safety. Okay.
What?
They sound like spiritual people. Are they spiritual people, Carl? Treasure. Treasure. Oh, it's treasure. Okay. Remember, Carl's a treasure hunter. And he's been trying to get, he's been trying to get money and working jobs, and he's had some breakthroughs and some stalemates. Yeah, he can't move ahead, he can't go behind.
Right? Yeah. People owe it to him, and
I mean, really, all of us.
Then cheat him out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, absolutely. Hopefully Mark won't have the hangman again, but that is the energy.
Yeah. Please, Lord.
Well, new perspective.
Yeah.
New perspective. All right.
Whoa.
Spirit likes to joke around with me, though, and they go, well, okay, you talk about here's another hangman for, you know, they do.
All right. So the first thing I get is, do they happen to be Buddhist? Because look what I got. I got Buddha. So there's the ritual. There's the ritual. They're fulfilling destiny. It says positive thinking, Carl. Positive thinking. The second one I get is a tree. And a tree has green leaves on it. And what is that but a treasure? It could be money. It could be something. But it's also life and growth. So stay grounded. But the last card I got is the Six of Cups. Improve finances. Look at that. Gorgeous. So it looks like it, Carl. Looks like it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. I got, first I got beautiful soul, which is how I feel about you. I'm sure everybody here feels the same way.
Yeah.
Right. But we have two hearts, right, on the sunglasses. And you have two folks. We have Hazel and Mitch here.
Right.
And just as you said, Six of Cups, I got the Six of Pentacles. They're bringing you some cash, right? There we are, bringing you cash. And then I got the Ten of Pentacles, which is fulfillment of an agreement, a contract. And then the Ace of Pentacles.
Oh, my goodness.
So,
oh, my goodness.
I'm just going to leave it at that, right?
Okay.
Right? And we are not going to talk about those other two people right now because these two people, Hazel and Mitch, look like they're going to pull through.
Yeah. I like their energy too because Diane and I have to draw the same cards in every reading. The Ten of Pentacles. It's so funny. We keep doing that all the time.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know, when we're looking for wealth, but also I got a little bit of feeling that it comes from something old, maybe that it's somehow related to
Yeah.
an old thing. I don't know exactly what you do and all that, but so it seems to come from something. Well,
You're looking for buried treasure.
It
Oh, yeah.
does. Yeah. Yeah.
so it's like
Uh-huh.
that. It's an old thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
For
Uh-huh.
real.
I had to show that one first. That was the second card, but the first card was the Empress, which
Oh boy. Oh. Yeah.
goodness, abundance, even Empress coming from the earth. So again, it's kind of like digging something up or something like that. I do get that energy of unearthing treasure, and I do talk. These two come up like as the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands, that they're a good connection. They have inspiring direction for you, or um, they have maybe connections or information. I don't really know how all that works, but this feels like good people to be connected to. And then the Six of Wands,
Wow.
so all that's really positive. Yay. Oh,
Good luck,
Yeah, it
Carl.
is.
Yeah. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, dear. Good luck, Carl. We got your back. Hopefully you'll be hearing from them very soon.
Yeah.
All right.
yes. And I think that butterfly was a good sign.
I think so too. Yep. It's a metamorphosis when you see a butterfly because they've come from caterpillar. So
It's thunder. You're okay. Uh-oh.
While mowing the yard, I found a bird feather, and then it came up. I got a message that we were coming live. Then the numbers came up 666-333. Guides talking. Absolutely. It's interesting because 6 is a good energy, but we tend to think of it as the devil because 666, So it's almost as though it's forces of the dark and the light because 3 is Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, right? Or
Exactly.
God, Mind, Spirit. Yeah.
And when you do 666 added together and reduce it numerically, it becomes an 18. And when you reduce the 18, it becomes a 9, the completion.
The completion. Yeah. Wow.
And 333 becomes a 9.
Wow.
It's Tesla and his code. That's
yes,
awesome.
that's true. 3, 6, and 9 are Tesla's code. That's right.
The code to live by.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Any more from anybody
well,
on this one?
First of all, I'm having a huge thunderstorm, and my dogs hate thunder, so they're going to start gathering.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Here we gather at the river.
Well, not fireworks, but now thunder. I do.
So, do you need to go? Do you need?
No.
Okay. Go ahead. Okay.
I could see. I could feel Alaska was going to get down and get over here closer.
Oh.
I do think you were communicating with guides and talking. Both of these came upside down for me, so I'm going to say, and also you got
and
the
you got a 3 and a 6 there.
I mean the 6, yeah, a 3 to 6
gosh.
of wands upside down. So there's another thing that rarely comes up for me, but just make sure you have your little shields up when you're communicating with spirit. So just, I'm surrounded by light or whatever. Sometimes I'll like tie a little bow over my auric field and just make myself in a cocoon or something if I'm feeling usually, but something about, I don't know, numbers are just numbers, but it is weird that they had that 666 and that 333. And then I get this, 3, we're working together. And then there's like a defense. Oh, I'm a little feeling like I need to defend myself a little bit. So just make sure you're like in the light and all that. Put a nice, connect to light before you do the communicating.
Yeah. I love that, Linda Kennedy. 666 on a phone spells mom. That's lovely.
Oh,
yeah. All right. Thank you. And thank you, Carolyn and Peter, for the donation. That's very sweet of you. All right, so we're going to go on here with N. Scarlett. She would like a message from her dad, David, or sister, Melissa. So. And we have 2 more after this, and then, but if Mark leaves suddenly, we'll know he just needed to shut down and go.
We're okay, girls. We're doing okay. I know. We'll get back up here. I don't know why you got down there, silly wig.
Because mine do that. They want to be near the floor. They don't want to be on the bed when there's noise. I don't know why. Mine's afraid of garbage trucks.
Got a nice big thunderstorm happening.
Mm-hmm.
The world of Mother Earth is crying about 4th of July here too.
That's right. Okay. What I've got for you, I have cards that are called the Beloved Dead. And what I got, the first card I get for you is, thank you for putting us in the limelight. It's like when they're on the other side, they kind of know before you come to a show that you will be asking a question and they'll want to make that appearance for you. And so I think they've come both in together to make the appearance. And they're like, wow, look who wants us to talk to her. So that's what I get first. The second thing I get is there's no competition up here. I don't know if somebody played sports perhaps or loved sports. It could be that, these are hockey players, but it could be that, they love football. They were a football fan or a baseball fan or something. But they're saying it's fun to watch games from up here, but it's like, there's no competition when you're watching it from up here. You're not in the middle of the crowd. Your sister is saying time has gone by, but our love for you has grown, and we are happy to be out there watching over you. And she says, wait till you get here at some point, which is no hurry. You get to pick whatever age you want to be. So you can be like 30, or you could be like, 15 if you want to be. And then I get the Oracle. And Scarlett, I'm not sure if you're an Oracle or have any Oracle cards, or you are an Oracle reader, but I think you might be able to do that and get some messages from the other side. Ask the question, get the message. Yeah. That's what you got. Oh, wow. Okay.
The Oracle is giving you a palm reading.
Oh, yeah.
For heaven's sakes. Oh, wow.
Right? So you bring up sports, and I see David in a not a newsboy cap, because they had a really wide brim, but the trimmed down ones that the golfers wear, and he was swinging a golf club, and the hat was a soft beige with a brown stripe plaid running through it. Not a buffalo plaid, but just a refined Scots plaid. And so that came from him. And this transition card, the magic of autumn and the colors, and that he is ascending. This is his magical time of transformation. And then your sister showed me a kite, and the tail was going all over the place. So I think this is, of course, in reference to your childhood and the ups and downs that would have been a part of that, but also that you guys like to fly kites. And there's an alignment going on there as well in the angelic realm.
Wow.
So we have, for both of them, they're together on the other side. Thanks for talking to the oracles about us.
Yeah. That was like the limelight card. She says Dad was a golfer and a Red Sox fan. So I got the sports fan and you got the golfer. Oh, for heaven's sakes. All right.
There you go.
All right, Mark.
Yeah. Well, first thing they want to tell me is that they're together on the other side. And because they give me the 2 of Cups. but I see them both being there together. They also
Mhm.
watch you together. There could have been they may have shared some kind of medical malady, or there may have been some kind of similarity in the way they passed. That it's sort of it seems kind of related or something, because I get that medical symbol in there. Maybe they seem to say there was some sort of relationships to their passing, but anyway, they're on the other side together. I feel like working together, and they pay quite a bit of attention to you in particular. I feel like they're saying, "Oh, they both did suicide."
Really?
Okay,
Oh,
that just
honey.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
I'm
chills
so
up my
sorry.
back
Yeah.
into my brain. Oh God. They said they've been hearing you pray or ask the universe, is there some way I can make a positive difference on the earth? That's something I'd like to do. And is there an opportunity for me to do that? I don't know if you've been, praying about that or thinking about that or asking about that. But you get this, looking out over there. Is there something more for me here on the earth that I might have? They're saying, yep, sweetie, it's on its way. There's a new opportunity coming for you. And we got wands again. So it's connected to spirit, to your relationship with, higher power, and which they're very familiar with at this point, because they're over there. They've
Right.
experienced that energy again, and they know what they are about. Right now, it feels like, I don't know. They really want to make sure they work together on it, and that they focus on you. But I don't know. Is there a sister or something? Because it's not just you. I get but they won't say and somebody else.
Oh, okay.
So another family member maybe that's out there, that's still here on the earth. Anyway, that's what I'm getting.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I'm glad that we really did connect with them and Scarlett. And thank you for hanging out a little bit longer than you might have wanted to, just to get your answer. So thank you very much.
I'm filled with chills. Just so glad that we were able to read for you.
Oh yes, absolutely. Okay, we have two more. We have. May I ask to hear from my cat Maudie to let him know I'm going to spread his ashes? Leah says.
Okay. I bet he already knows. I think we already told him. No other sister. There's somebody, and you don't have a kid or anything in Scarlet. There's some other person around there that they also look at here. Or did your sister have somebody? Anyway, I'll stop.
Here we go. Two kids. Okay. I think, is one of them a girl? That's what Mark was hinting at.
Well,
maybe
no, there's just other relatives, so it's the kids, hon.
Other relatives. Yeah.
They're
okay.
over there as well. They just wanted me to point out.
They want.
We also pay attention to others, and that's the kids.
Yeah.
Because when you said nobody else, I'm going, well, they're not going to let me go with that. Okay.
Well, I don't have cat cards, but I do have dog cards, and they have similar messages. And the first one I got is, when you spread my ashes, talk about me. Talk about me. I want to still be talked about. And so it's speak your truth. Speak your truth, whatever that is for you. And I get that this cat really enjoyed love being loved on. So that's what I'm feeling. The second one is guidance. Help is on the way. Why do I think you're going to have another cat within a very short period of time? It's like Maudy is saying, you need another cat or animal. So that's what I got from you.
Love it.
So, I got, first came out, pace yourself.
Face yourself. Yeah. Oh, I love those cute words.
Right? Pace yourself, because growth is coming. Does this mean that we're going to fall in the cake? We're going to fall in the ashes, or growth is coming? Another cat is coming your way, because you said it so well, right? Be grateful for the storm. Right? And so I think Allie just hit it on the head. You're going to get another cat.
Lisa says she has one for her. I bet she does.
Well, that's funny. I was looking at him today.
Ship you one.
Yeah. We're at PetSmart. Yeah.
Oh, you were? Oh, I can't. I would end up taking them home though if I see them.
I wanted to take this guy home so bad.
Well, like right off the bat, before I pulled cards, I thought that Maudy already knew this was what was happening, and so reflection, get out of the box. But it's literally like, you know how ashes come in a box, or my partner's ashes.
Let me out of that thing, right?
Yeah,
Let me out.
So we're going to spread the ashes. He understands that. He's also saying he's already experiencing light. He's on the other side, and he's not really in the box. Right. He's up in heaven, and he's doing a happy dance, and it's all light and lovely and everything like that. He says, I know you're sad, but don't carry the grief along forever. This says, don't, it says bury, don't carry. We're looking at the bury, don't carry part. So yeah, sure, you can grieve and everything, but he goes, this is the end of this body, but it's actually a new beginning. So don't just think, that's the end. Don't do that if you can help it. He goes, because now, guess what? What's next? Mystery. Embrace the unknown. So he's not saying this is the end. Now we're in this realm of possibility. You might not know what's next. Now, we weren't really asking that because we're looking at, scatters and that stuff. But I think he's talking about this being a new beginning as much as an ending. And he appreciates the honoring him and the service and the ceremony. He appreciates all that, and he gets it, and he'll be there energetically. But he's kind of already focused on the next step.
Wow.
I know he's passed a while back, but that's what I'm getting. Look, kind of what Allie was saying there.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to.
And let me out of the box. Definitely. Get rid of all this stuff. You don't need it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Sure.
Yeah. So much love, Leah. Much love to you.
Yeah.
Never easy to lose all loved ones. Oh, tears of joy. Oh, sweetheart. Big hugs. Big hugs. Yeah.
We'll read on Maudy again sometime, Leah, a little bit down the road.
Is Lavita Smith still here? I just want to make sure, because you're the last one we're reading for today. And I'm sorry that if you are here, that we have to wait so long for you. But I'd like to know if you are here before we do the reading. Lavita, you're on Mark's channel.
Hi, Lavita. Lavita.
I'm going to give it just a few seconds. Yeah, I get you, Leah. Yeah, crying is okay. Yeah,
it's good.
Crying
it's a good thing.
It is. Yeah. One last call out for Lavita Smith.
We did a lot of
Yes,
readings
yes.
today.
We did.
We did. Yeah, we did. So I'm going to say that she probably left because it's been a while since she put it in. But I do want to thank everybody for being here with us. We've been here longer than usual, an hour and a half, but I'm glad we were able to get to most people who were here. And much love. Thank you, Mark. I think probably you're going to have a better day once this what do you call it? Storm passes.
Yeah.
Diana, you have fun at your brother's concert.
Thank you.
And my
I will.
daughter's coming with sandwiches. So that's what I'm doing today. So thank
there
you,
you
everyone. Yeah.
Your brother's having a concert today?
Yes, my brother's band is playing in an outdoor venue, and hopefully there's no rain. They're down closer. Well, they're in Romulus, which isn't any closer to Detroit than me, but it's an hour away from me in another direction.
What fun.
Oh, yeah.
To do.
Yeah, I know.
And you can
Yeah.
send me a
Have
sandwich because I'm starving.
Oh, we'll
All
send
right,
you all
sweetheart.
kinds of food.
Yeah.
Just
Well
bang!
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Diana. Thank you, everybody. Much love to you, and moderators. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.